What's up, people? Live and uncut on a Saturday. Gonna chop it up a little bit, man. Seeing if guys have any questions on winterizing, anything, man. Just want to get your perspective on this time of the year, what you're doing, how you still making your coin, are you installing Christmas lights and all that good stuff that people are doing out here nowadays, man. But anyway, I just thought I'd chime in with the power washing world and see if we can solve some problems for some of y'all, man. If you got any questions for me, let me know. If you have a perspective on something, let me know. You can cam up. This is live. If you're unafraid of the camera, let me know. I'm here. I had quite a few DMs in regards to my winterization process in the items that I have, or the adapters that I use to winterize with. And it's basically your standard air compressor connections. This thing is old as dirt, man. I've had this thing for probably 20 years, but it still works. It's a simple braided line, with some hose barbs and some compressed air connections. This is a standard 3/8 plug on the end. I just use this to connect to the quick connect on the pressure washer leading into the hose reel, and literally connect this into the compressor connection, which looks like this. I just connect it, man, and it literally forces air through the entire system until all the water is out of the lines, just to keep it from cracking, doing below freezing temperatures, man. Same goes for this one. This is just a standard water hose in. Again, it's old as dirt. And again, it's attached by just some basic hose clamps, man. I screw that on to the end of the water hose and force air right through on this end. Basic stuff, man. These things are a lifesaver for me because it allows me to, flush out the water in my system. In the evenings, with the below freezing temperatures overnight, and when we got to go back out the next day, all I have to do is just fill up, man. Tighten everything back up, fill up, go knock out a job. And when I'm done, if it's going to be below freezing that night, I just repeat that same process over and over and over, man. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with y'all. Let's see what we got here. Well, of course not. Not in the depends on how far south you go, but here in the in Georgia, in the ATL, man, it gets below freezing at night, but then it'll be 50 degrees by 11, 12 o'clock the next day. It's bipolar, man, for sure. What's up, y'all? Everybody good, man, on a Saturday? That's what's up. But yeah, I just decided to do this today, man. It's not often I go live, but when I do, I do. Again, you got any questions, man? You want to cam up? Let's see, I don't get it often, but nothing like a frozen live. Oh, man. Been there before, man. Again, it should only happen to you one time. That's what the lesson is. The lesson is in it happening to you one time. After that, you got to find a solution to prevent that from happening again. Works for me. Do it twice, shame on you if it happens to you twice. You're supposed to fix that. You got to fix that out the gate once it happens, man. Simple, simple, simple. Mobile, Alabama, forever clean. What's the temperature there, man? Forever clean. What's the weather there like? What's the temperature there right now? Let's see who else in here. Yeah. But anyway, man, some of y'all got some, I think 50. Yeah, 50 is good, man. It was 54 here yesterday, but through the night, it was 24 degrees, man. Had to do what I had to do. Day in and day out. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. 50 is good weather to power wash in. Cooling in the Ocean State, Rhode Island. Whoo! Is cold there? 37. That's, I'll power wash in that, man. Anything above, 34, 35, I'm good. Just not with hot water though, man. If you got hot water, that stuff freezes pretty fast, man. With hot water. I've heard people say, oh man, I have hot water. We use hot water in the winter. Okay. If that works for you, salute. I've had my experiences with it. I don't do it anymore. Freezes too fast. 22 TC, whew, 22. Y'all not washing a thing today, bro. Nothing. You ain't washing nothing. Man. I enjoy it though, man. When it's cold out, it's peaceful for me. Money is money. We're prepared for it. We've been through many winters of washing. And we're prepared for it now. When you know better, you do better, man. Order the stuff you need for the upcoming season, whether it's spring or summer. The things that keep you cool in the summer. And, of course, things that's going to keep you warm in the winter, man. That's just been my experience. I've learned a lot of lessons over the years doing this stuff, man. But if you love it, you'll do what you can to get through it. You know what I mean? And you will sacrifice whatever you need to get that job done. That's for sure. Even if you have to take breaks. I've been in situations where I've taken breaks. Power washing. It's so cold outside. I gotta shut down, man. Go sit in the truck for 15, 20 minutes, warm up, and come on back out there and bang that thing out. Again, at that point, it ain't about me. It's about satisfying that client. And believe it or not, man, they take notice to those types of things. You're out there banging, man, earning your living, running your companies and representing your brand, man. They take note to that kind of stuff, and they appreciate it because you're providing a service for them. They'll call you back again and again and again, man, over and over. I had a lady the other day. She kept my card intentionally. Not only did we do a good job, but the fact that it started to rain and we didn't stop and reschedule for her. She said that had happened to her before. We kept banging. And right now, today, she's a repeat client for sure. Let's see, TC, you say you got to hit me up to talk soon, brother. Pick that brain. Oh, yeah, man. Anytime, man. Anytime, if I'm available, I'm an open book. Nobody gave me the game. I had to learn it. I had to learn it on my own. Had to learn it. Nobody would give me the info. So I earned it as I learned it, for sure. But, yeah, hit me up, bro. Hit me up, TC. Y'all got some other issues? Anything you want to ask? Any questions, comments? Let me know. You want to cam up. Ask to join in. Let's chop it up, man. It's a Saturday. It's a little chilly outside, and I'm off till Monday. Always something to do. I'm sitting here banging now, doing some marketing and stuff like that. Always working, man. Never a day off, always a day on. You may have a little downtime here and there, but it's always something to do. Always. Full-time mobile. Let's see. Ex-dealer detailing. He says he's a full-time dealer detailing. Offer a house commercial washing. Why not, man? You should. It can start out as a filler for you in between your detailing. I mean, as long as you're scheduling and having you have a way to keep track of your appointments and stuff like that, I think you should. I know I've trained and mentored several people who started out as detailers, man. They've kind of pushed the detailing stuff to the side and they do more power washing, house washes and stuff like that now, because it's a bit more lucrative doing the transaction. Unless you're doing like a full detail or something like that, man. I know it's pretty costly because I get my stuff done from time to time, or I do it myself. But yeah, by all means, man, I think you should. Let's see, Forever Clean. What's some of the F-ups you've had, if you mind sharing? That's a great question. Um, Dang, that's a great question. Oh, I've lost a ladder on the roof one time. I was doing a roof wash and I failed to uh, make sure my hose wasn't going to pull my ladder off. You know, typically when you go up, you want to make sure your hose is on the side that you're walking from, so that it doesn't pull your ladder down if it's on the opposite side. That has happened to me before. Again, only one time. Only one time. Has never happened again. That's one of them. I'll have to think about the other ones. Any tips, X Detailing LLC? Any tips? Any tips on what your previous question in regards to starting power washing? Just start marketing it. Every one of your detailing clients is a potential house washing or power washing client. You know, make up a separate marketing card or something like that, and hand them that. When you deliver their car back to them, leave it in the car with them. You know, leave that pressure washing or house washing marketing material in the car of each one of your clients, man. Each one. Let's see, Forever Clean. That's how I started detailing ground. Let's see, was your third year a big game changer? My third year? Oh shit! What year is it? My third year was a plateau year, if you will, because it had gotten to a point where things didn't get any better than it did the year before. So it was an opportunity for me to just do something different. You know, you have to keep evolving, man, in your journey. The same things that it took for you to get there, you definitely want to maintain those things, but you have to add to whatever your recipe is, man. What's up? What's up, Jam Up? What's up? You have to add to your repertoire, man. It's like lifting weights. You know, every month or so, every 2 weeks or so, you should be adding on a pound or 2 or 5 or whatever. You know. Let's see. I have the XJet Upstream kit. This is from X Detailer. I have the XJet Upstream kit and 5 gallons of bleach. Yeah, you can use XJet. XJet, man. I got a power washing acquaintance now, man. That's all he uses, and he's killing it. He's got a basic setup, not something big and gaudy like what I have, but he XJet everything, man. All of his jobs, and he gets it done. It works. It works. Just make sure you have the right surfactant, bleach or bleach water surfactant ratio in that 5 gallon bucket, man, and you'll bang. You'll bang out. It'll get it done for sure. Forever Clean. Do you mix your own chemicals or buy from supply with high concentration? Both. Both. You know, I have a proportioner for my soft wash system, which kind of you can mix on the fly, if you will. Some chemicals you don't have to do any mixing. They're ready to go right out of the container. But yeah, I do both. I've actually, toyed around with different things to see what works. Not to make a bomb or anything like that, or to get some kind of chemical reaction, but you do it smartly, man. Do it smartly. Read the labels. I recommend reading the labels, because certain things you can't mix. Like you can't mix bleach and ammonia or bleach and acid. Not good. I know quite a few people using Dawn. Still, I'm guilty of it years and years ago. Because that's what I heard, to use Dawn with bleach. It's a no-no because Bleach has ammonia. I'm sorry, not bleach. Dawn has ammonia in it, and you can't mix bleach and ammonia together. It creates what they call a sense of a mustard gas, but it's toxic. You don't want to do that. Now, you can do Dawn without ammonia. Have at it. I mean, you can get the job done. But you know, a lot of the pros now, if you're considered a professional, they kind of it's kind of shunned upon to use Dawn. But you got to do what you got to do, man, until you can, you know, afford those surfactants and stuff like that. Because you know, it could affect your bottom line, man. Some of that stuff is $35, $40 a gallon. But if you use it the right way and you mix your ratios and stuff the right way, it'll actually help stretch your bleach. So you'll be spending less money on chemical because you're using the proper surfactant or the proper ratio to bleach and water surfactant, so that you don't have to use as much bleach, because your chemical is going to stay on the surface longer to dwell. And dwell, so that you don't have to keep reapplying. That's the purpose of a surfactant. In a lot of instances, you know, there's some that's a masking agent to kind of cut down on that bleach odor, that bleach smell. I've had quite a few clients that are allergic to bleach. So they thoroughly enjoy when you use good surfactants and stuff like that, because it masks the smell of bleach. And it keeps them coming back, man. Depending on what their flavor is, I even ask them, give them an option. What flavor you want? You know, it's like going to Burger King. Even though I don't eat that junk. Have it your way. Hey, what flavor you want today, Miss Johnson? We got apple, we got lemon, you know, we got green apple, we got cherry, citrus. Pick your poison. Let's see, bro. Nobody get up like you. LOL, the truck. And then the trail. Man, listen. I take pride in that, man. When I show up and I give my price, or I quote a job on scene, I don't get any haggling, because I represent well. And it means a lot to me, because we put a lot of time and work and effort into this stuff, man. You know, it's near and dear to me. TC drives me crazy sometimes. What's that, bro? Oh, yeah. I got you. Bleaching acid I've done is a no-no. Yeah, jam up. Oh, man. Definitely a no-no, bro. It'll have you running for the hills. Dawn's too sticky for me. Yeah. I've experienced that too. Rinse time be crazy. Yep. Let's see. Forever Clean. I poured bleach in with muriatic acid and almost burnt. Oh man, I'm telling you. But again, you won't do it again. That was a hard lesson for you to learn. You know, you had to learn the hard way. You know, again, I recommend doing your research, man. Doing your research on the stuff you're using, the products that you're using, because your family, guess what? If you ain't there, you ain't no good to nobody. You ain't no good to nobody, man. So protect yourself. Read the labels. Do your research. For sure. Take care, JD. For sure. Let's see here. I'm doing that every package. You doing, what's that every package? What you talking about, Jam Up? You doing what every package? Oh, I'm doing that with everyone's package. What's that? What you talking about? So anyway, I got a question for y'all. So how are y'all winterizing, man? Like, are you storing your equipment inside? You know, I had the luxury of that at one time, and we had to regroup and do some things, man. It just got a bit costly to do that. So it just takes me a little extra time to winterize like I do now. Let's see, different weight. I do still drive for UPS at night. Oh yeah. Get the bag, man. Get the money. Yep. That's the beautiful thing about scheduling, man. I did this with a full-time job for a long time. And then I finally decided I'm done, you know, going back and forth in traffic. But I did it for a long time, man. Especially nowadays with these devices, man, you can schedule some stuff out 3-4 weeks, man, and have you working all the way through the year like that. Like that. Use these smartphones. Don't just use them to surf the net and scroll and scroll and scroll. Use them to run your businesses, man. I'm telling you, it's $1,000 assistant because these phones are $1,000, $1,400, man, something like that. Let's see, 25 about to be a good year. Oh man, it's loading, already loading, already loading. I'm marketing right now for next year. Yep, marketing right now for next year. You have to. One of my sales pitches is to tell the potential customer to look at the equipment the person have, and the equipment sells itself. Bingo. Yes, indeed. I wash my rig once or twice a week in some cases, but on average, 4 times a month, without a doubt, like clockwork. Mondays are typically my equipment days to get all my stuff situated for the week. Make sure everything is sound, ready to go, man. Branding is everything. Everything, for sure. It sells itself, man. Sells itself. I had a client, they called me from the, this is before I had a virtual assistant and all that stuff, and my calls were actually going to my phone. They called the number on the truck. I answered, hey man, I want to get an estimate. Okay, cool. I can come right now. Those are the days, man. You wasn't that busy where you can go right then. When I pulled up on him, he said the reason that he wanted me to clean his house because how clean my truck was. I was like, wow, it does work. It's not in vain. I'm thinking I have OCD, which I probably do. But that was what the selling point for that client was, is because my equipment in my truck was clean. I see some stuff out here now, man. Whew, I wouldn't drive it to a junkyard. I ain't knocking the hustle, though. I ain't knocking the grind. I'm not knocking it. Everybody got to get their money the way that they get it. But I wouldn't drive it. I wouldn't show up to no client's house in that at all. I started with a Chevy S10, 4-speed, 2-door. It was clean. I had hoses in the back. They were wrapped neatly. I had a 4-gallon minute machine. And it took me 4 hours to wash a 1,200 square foot house. Those were the days. Not anymore. Oh, man. It says, TC got a question. How much do you pay for a virtual assistant and how do you like it? Man, when I show up to the customer's house, I'm just a technician. Don't ask me about no pricing. Don't ask me about nothing. I love a virtual assistant. They handle all the customer interaction. They do the estimating, as far as sending it to them via electronically, if you will. They look it up online, get the square footage and all that stuff, communicate with the customer or the client, and book it. Once it's on that calendar, I look at my phone, which I use Jobber. I look at my phone. Hey, Miss Johnson has approved the quote. She has scheduled it, or the assistant has scheduled it on the calendar, and that's how I plan my day. It works. As far as costs are concerned, you're looking at about $800 to $1,000 a month, minimum. But you figure, you doing that in a job or two, it pays for itself. And not only that, it's a write-off. It's a write-off, man. You gotta put back into your business. But again, that comes with growth, man. It comes with, putting time in and scaling, quote unquote. I've had up to 3 trucks rolling, so it was necessary for us to have a virtual assistant. It works. It works. Before I actually had a live assistant, I used what's called an answering service, which is considered, it's virtual as well. At least someone's answering the phone every time your phone rings, versus you power washing and you on the phone power washing, and you having to tell the customer or the client, potential client, because they're calling because they obviously need your services, but you're power washing and attempting to answer the phone at the same time. It's just not a good look. And then you tell the customer, hey, call me back, or send me a text. No, they're gonna go to the next person. That's just been my experience. But I found when I've had someone live answering the call, that the chance of me closing that job goes way up. That's just been my experience over the years. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, the 250, the 350 dually flatbed, no complaints. Especially if it's deleted. Whew, if I could do it all over again, every truck I've owned would be a diesel. That's a fact. That's a fact. One thing about it though, if and when you do have a problem with your diesel engine, it's gonna tap you in the head. But the chances of it going down are very, very, very slim, if you will. I mean, it's being used every day. It's a piece of equipment. So it's going to break down. It's going to have issues every now and then. But for the most part, from a workload perspective, that F-350, it was a game changer for me. Not only that, it pulls like it ain't nothing. I mean, I could pull a house down the road, loaded like it ain't nothing, man. Yeah, delete it. Jam up, yeah, delete it, man. I love mine. I love it. I loved it even more before I had the equipment on it. It was like a big ass race car or race truck. That sucker would roll. And then that 3-stage turbo, ooh wee, nasty, man, nasty. Jam up. Where's Blast? Blast. He's still around, man. He's still doing his thing. He's still doing his thing. He's skipping and popping. He's got some things going on. I talked to him about a week or so ago. He's good. He's good, Jam Up. Reach out to him, man. Hit him up on the ground, bro. Yeah. Slinging it sideways. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, man. Whew. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Pirate Pete. What's up, man? Let's see here. What else we got? Come on, y'all bring it, man. Bring it. It ain't often I get on here. I'm still working on my podcast here, man. Oh yeah, by the way, this hoodie came from 4K, man. 4K soft wash, man. He got these on deck, so if you want one, hit him up. It's specialized or personalized for whatever logo you want right here. He'll hook you up, man. Hit him up. I love this. It's comfortable. Man, love it. I'm still working on it. They say don't wait on it. Don't wait on it. Don't work on it. Just do it. Just do it. All right. So what are y'all? How are y'all winterizing, man? Tell me, how you winterizing your rigs in the colder areas? I ain't talking about if you're in Florida. I'm not talking about y'all. Who is that? Who is that? Cuz, what's up? Somebody said, Cuz, what's up? I'm not sure who that is. What's up, family? I have an E350 Super Duty van pulling 14-inch trailer with 2 hot water units. I mainly clean gas stations on the Gulf Coast. Oh, man. Man, that's sweet. All that flat land, ain't a whole lot of hills there either, are they? Run that. Run that. Yeah. Yeah, you got to load, too. You load it down. How's DOT treat you with all that, with that weight in that trailer? Did they bother you any? Oh, man. That's sweet. Yeah, GSP here don't be playing, man. They'll yank your ass in a heartbeat. They want to check your papers, baby. They want to check them out, check your load, check your weight. Oh, man. They don't be playing at all. So anyway, I don't know. This is. I was telling everybody earlier. I'm not sure if you just got on, but I was telling everybody on. This is just a sample, or this is what I use to winterize my system. It's a basic compressor connection, or air compressor connection. It's old as dirt, and this is the water hose in. I just tap this into my water hose, flush all the water back into the tank out of the line so that they don't crack. I have Goodyear Continental hoses too, so they're not going to crack, but I still want to get all the water out so it don't mess up my my swivels and stuff like that. And this one, same thing, compressor end with a 3/8 plug on this end. I just connect this to the quick connect at the end of the hose, going to the reel, and it flushes all the water out of the system. I also have a air compressor. I'm sorry, not an air compressor, but a connection that I use on my pump as well. Once you take the cap off with the what do you call those daggone things? Plungers are. It screws right into there, and then I take the air compressor and I put it right on there, and it flushes all the air out of the pump and out of the coils and everything. If you have a hot box or hot water unit, without any issues, man. I don't use any antifreeze anymore. I used to. I don't anymore. It became such a hassle for me when it was time to fire back up, because you got to drain all that crap out and put it somewhere, and then, batten everything down, then fill up. Now I just flush air through, leave it. When it's time to fire back up, I load it up with water again, fire up, go. Simple. Bam, bam, bam. It works for me. It may not work for you. Come on, bring me some questions, man. Bring me some questions. Bring me some questions. Bring me some questions. If you don't have anything, it's cool. I just wanted to chime in with y'all, man. Figured I'd stay locked into the power washing world and make a day out of it, man. That's the best way to do it. Blow them out. Yeah, man. Yep. It works. I haven't had any issues for this long. And these things are old. Look how rusted it is. And it still works. This is a new one. And of course this is a brass one, but just to see the difference. Let's see, TC, but where am I? I just take all my shit apart and bring it in the house. Hey, man, that works too. I got too much stuff on mine. I can't take it all apart, bro. I have in the past disconnected my hoses and, laid them all out and let all the water run out of them. But that too is just, you're talking shit. You talking 1,500 feet of hose, man, not including the water hose. And of course, that was before I had the Continental hoses. They're about, 50 feet is probably 60, 70 bucks. 100 feet is like 120 or something like that. But man, you can drive a dump truck over those. They're not going to bend. The ends are sound. I've had great success with those hoses, man. Goodyear, Continental. They're black too. What do I think about the drone washers? I think they're good for what they're being used for. I haven't gotten into a situation where I necessarily needed those. That the guys that I see use them, they're using them on pretty large jobs, more commercial stuff. But I don't think that they're a bad idea. I'm sure they use quite a bit of product, bleach and things like that. But I think they're good. It's just taking some time for them to, become extremely popular in the industry, because, with the equipment and stuff nowadays and lifts and things like that, man, people just tend to do it that way. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the drones are maybe $1,000 a day to $1,500 a day. I don't know. I'm just basing that off of what I've heard. But I think they're good, man. I think they're good. I think it's still, in the evolutionary stages of drone washes, but I think they're good. I think it's a good alternative, especially for someone who lands a large job and doesn't have the equipment or the capacity to do something that massive. I think it's perfect. You can partner with or sub out somebody to come and run the drone, get it knocked out, man. You stay down low. Everybody win. You get the money and you leave. And if you do a good job, they'll call you back for sure. Let's see, I would never use one in the house, but to clean those big ass water towels all day. Oh yeah, all day long. Absolutely. But if you got a 40-foot, I can rent a 40-foot boom, 60-foot boom, and with a soft wash system, and knock out that that water tower too. Now, I don't know. It just depends on the accessibility. If you can't get to a place, then yeah, that drone gonna come in clutch. It's gonna come in clutch, man. So TC, how you liking that new truck, man? You like it? Is anybody out washing today? Nobody's washing? Damn, I just read that again. He said he poured bleach, muriatic acid. Oh my God. Whew. You ever had to clean a steeple on a church? Yeah, I have. And that's how I did it. I've done one from the ground because it was a small church. It was a 1-story church. And then I've also done a 5-story church, but I had to do that from a lift, of course. And I've done, there were peaks on a shopping mall that had these things up high. I don't even know what you call them, but yeah, we used a lift to do that. Works the same soft wash system, man. You put that hot mix on there, man, and stuff coming off, dude, with no problem. No problem at all. What's up, everybody? People joining in. What's good? What's good? We were talking about winterizing. Yes, indeed. Appreciate that. Was that Moochie? Yeah, good looking. Come on, y'all, bring it. Bring it. Don't be on here just being a spectator, man. Let's chop it up. If you want to go live and chop it up with me, let's do it. Cam up. I'm here. I got about another 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to something else, man. But yeah, we were on here talking about, for those of you who just got here, we were just talking about winterizing. How do you winterize your rigs or your equipment? That's all. That's what this conversation started with. Or what's your perspective on, just power washing in general? What are some of your highs, your lows, your challenges, whatever, bring them, man, so we can chop it up. This Durst pressure washing. You ever use the surface cleaner on the roof out here in California? We have tile roofs, and I'm about to do it for the first time. No, man, no pressure washer. You use your hot mix on there. It's going, man. Florida Spanish tile is no different than California Spanish tile. You want to put you a hot 5% mix. 5-6% mix on that tile roof, dude, and it's gonna melt like butter right before your eyes. You're gonna start calling yourself a magician. I'm telling you, if you have the equipment, I recommend doing that. That surface cleaner on a roof. It's just not safe. First off, and high pressure equipment is not meant to be on a roof. You're going to potentially break some tiles. Um, that's just been my experience, man. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, get your money however you see fit. My recommendation is to do a soft wash on it. You can go get you a little Northern tool set up, man, just for that job. At least you can get the money. You know, at least you can get the money and maybe set up a soft wash system, man. Just 12-volt pump and 200 feet of hose and a soft wash, you know, gun on the end. And you be in business, you can batch mix your soft wash mix. Just drop your line in. You don't need a proportion or anything like that. Just drop your line in to what's pulling. I mean, to that line that's pulling from that pump, and just spray that stuff, man, like you're coating sealer on a driveway. It's the same thing. It's gonna break that mold and algae and stuff down with the quickness, man. I'm telling you, simple. What's up, son? My son just chimed in on here. But yeah, that's my recommendation, man. No equipment on the roof, man, if you can help it. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. I can't tell another man how to feed his family, but that's just my recommendation. He said he says I have all the equipment for a soft wash, but out here they say that this is golden algae is so potent that you have to put pressure on it. Have you tried? Just do a test spot. Just make it hot, man. Make it 5-6%, and just let it dwell. Put your good surfactant in there so it'll sit there. It'll break it down. Now you may have to go back and do a nice high flow rinse, you know, with your valve or whatever. But I would say do a test spot. Yeah, do a test spot, man, and that'll save you. That'll save your back and your neck. And it'll be easier for you to get that money. A lot easier. No problem, dude. No problem, Durst. No problem at all, man. Salute, my guy. Be safe. Let me know how it turned out, too. Please let me know how it turned out. I'd like to know. I'm working on a podcast, too, man. I'd love for you guys to come in and, you know, we can have a, you know, group, you know, talk. You know, we can chop it up, man, share experiences, and do's and don'ts and all that kind of stuff, man. Nobody knows everything. I only know what I know based on my experiences, and I'm still learning. That's a fact. I'm not, you know, too proud to admit that, you know, humble and hungry as always. I'm reading every day. I'm on YouTube looking at other people's stuff. There's a lot of people out here that's doing this stuff, man, and they got it going on. So I pull some stuff from them, add it to what I got going on, and then you go forth and soar, man. Nobody has all the answers, even if they think they are. Even if they think they do, they don't have all the answers. But do what works for you. If it works for you, run it. Run it. Yep, no doubt. Except for everything. Do you spray chemicals on the driveway first or after? I do both, man. Depends on how contaminated it is. If it's pretty bad, I always pre-treat, always, and I let it dwell 15 minutes, sometimes 20. But I do both. If it's fairly light, I'll just go run through it real quick, post-treat, and by the time I finish post-treating and I pack up everything, I look back at it, and it's right. And I know when I leave that post-treat is going to still work another 15, 20 minutes. At least when the weather is nice. If it's hot outside, you know it's going to dry pretty quick. So you're going to see those results pretty quick. But yeah, I do both, man. I do both. Some people say don't pre-treat, but I've been pre-treating since pre-treating became a thing. So I pre-treat. Come on. Bring it. Bring it. What's up, Z Peso? What's up, man? You straight? You got a birthday coming up. Boy. Let's see, TC's at Pre-Street and his game chain, and some people don't get it. Man, I'm shooting for outcomes. I ain't, you don't want to waste money, but you don't want to waste time either. But I'm shooting for outcomes, man. I want that wow factor. When I'm done with this job or this driveway or this house, I want the people to smile. I'm in the business of getting reviews. That's it. Once I get that review, then pay me. I'm just playing. Pay me, then leave a review. But I'm in the business for outcomes, man. Building relationships, you got to do good work. Don't mind how my stuff is coming up. I said, don't mind how my stuff is coming up. I'm driving. Talk to text. Okay, no doubt. you task switching. You task switching. Be safe, man. Be safe. Be safe. I'm here. Pre-treating is game changing. Some people don't. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh man, I've pre-treated with my soft wash system, and when I'm done pre-treating, of course I shut it down, cut the bleach off, but I leave that bleach in the line so that when I'm finished cleaning, right, I can post-treat with my hot mix versus my downstream mix. So I know I'm gonna get that wow factor, because you gotta flush your line out anyway, your soft wash line out when you're done, to protect the pumps and all that stuff and fittings and stuff like that. So instead of me just reapplying it to the surface that's in the line, I just save it and then, post treat when I'm done surface clean or after I rinse, and I use it then. That way, really, you're not really doing any overkill when you do your pre-treat. Does that make sense? I don't know. It works for me. I just, look for ways to kind of cut back on wasting chemicals and stuff like that. It works, man. It works. That way I'm using it for a purpose. I have three big guys. I have, they are 28 inch, I believe, 28, 29 inches, something like that. I have three of those, and I also have, the Ground Force 24 inch with the casters on it. I also have a 20 inch, general pump that I've had for 16, 17 years. It's still banging. I literally use it for the most part for my curb gutters in the curbs. That's what I use it for. Yep. But my go-to in most cases is my big guy. Yep. Indeed. I don't need that many, but I caught them for a deal, man. Somebody was going through something and they had to get rid of them, and I copped them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that Whisper Wash Classic 19 inch. Yeah, that's a banger. I like it. It's lightweight. I see a lot of people keeping that weight on it, that little small weight on it to keep it off the ground. To keep it on the ground. That joker will take off on you, man. And let's see, and I keep my BE Whirl Away, that kicks ass. Yeah, Whirl Away, yep. I got you. Yep. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, somebody trying to chime in. If you request insane power washing, yeah, man. Come on, let's chime in. We're going to get insane power washing in here. Let's see what he got.
What's happening, big dog?
Brother?
Man, I watch all your work.
You from the crib. I see you got that Metro hat on, my dude.
Yeah, during the day, on the hose at night when I get a chance, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, bro.
So, hey, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Watching your work for the past 4-5 years has helped my small business grow. Wow. Really. And the new, I definitely want to thank you, man, for doing this, for real, because it's allowed me to give back to people who trying to get started too.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing to be able to do this. I mean,
It is.
especially when me personally, when I watch the work you doing, I can sit there and watch that all day because I do. It's a you got to do it to know.
Bruh,
You got to do it to
that's
know.
hard, bruh. That's heartfelt. I don't even know you, my guy, but
Yeah,
that's heartfelt
yeah.
because I do it because nobody gave me the game, bruh.
You see what I'm saying?
Nobody
See what I'm
gave it to
saying?
me. Yep.
No,
Respect.
and a lot of it you do got to learn, and the way you learn is simply because of people like yourself.
Right.
And now that you showing me how to do you know, put my work on social media,
Yeah.
show you the jobs, take the steps, what kind of tools to buy.
Yeah.
Stop buying this. Don't be cheap if you can. Don't do that because you're gonna cost yourself more money in the long run.
Yep.
You know, if you got to start off small, there's nothing wrong with
Nothing
starting
wrong
off
with it.
small.
That's right.
Nothing wrong.
That's right.
I had a box trailer full of portable power washers, and in 2 years kept grinding. I got a flatbed now with all my stuff mounted, my hot water.
Yeah.
I just turn the key, pull the hose, let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
You
Yes,
know
sir.
what I'm saying? So you already know how it go.
Yeah, man.
You know
Yeah.
how it go,
Yeah.
man. But hey, man, big success to you, man. And I hope one day we could take this whole East Coast.
We can. We can. I like how you think, bro. I like how
Yeah,
you think.
it's too
Man.
many of us, man, to not do that.
Yeah.
It's way too many of us. And for somebody to come to me and be like, well, I mean, I want to do it with my way. I want to be under you. Dog, you're not under me or I'm not under you. Learn this.
We
It's
right
a
here.
1,000,000, 2 billion houses, 2 million buildings. I can't do. He can't do. We can't do them all.
Yeah. You know, I tell my guys all the time, man, you don't have to have 5, 10, 15 trucks. If I got a buddy or a partner that got a rig, I got a rig, and I got another partner that got a rig, we can do anything. We don't have to have the overhead of having all this shit, man. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. You take that portion of the building, I'm gonna take this portion of the building, and look, and wear your brand.
Wear your brand.
Your brand. Oh man, you gotta wear my t-shirt and you gotta wear my shirt, man.
Dog,
Bruh.
you represent you. We represent each other out here when we doing it.
That's how you do it, bro. Now, here's the thing. I got one for you. Here's the thing. If you over there on that side of the building, my guy,
yeah,
and somebody pulled up and say, hey, I want to get the work done, I'm looking for you to come around there and say, hey, P, hey there, these people want to get an estimate, blah, 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 boom. And now you give me the lead because we're at my site.
You at your site.
We're at my site. But now, in return, when I get to your site, if something go down like that, I'm going to say, hey, my man, hey, this customer came over here, they want to do this. But these jokers don't do that. They get the lead and then they go do the work, man. And that lead from them working with you, bro. It's cutthroat out here. It's crazy. And that's why we not winning. That's why we not winning.
We not, dog. And it's you really not making no more doing it that way. You not making you actually shortchanging yourself. It's harder to go find cousins, brothers. I gotta go pick your ass up, feed you, pay you. You don't want to come in here. You don't want to finish the way I want to finish. I'd rather go find the boss. That man already got the equipment. All I gotta do is, hey, P, look, that's where I'm at. You available?
Yes, I am.
Man, 7 o'clock in the morning, Union Hall, I'm going to start the floor. I'm going to get all the grounds. You got the buildings, or vice versa, whatever you want to do.
Let's go, man. That's how you do it, bro.
And we come together like butt cheeks and get this money.
Get that money. And move on to the next one. Look, you're going to split. You're going to go keep banging on something else, and then something else come up. We're going to reconvene and go do it again.
And it just
over and over and over and over and over again. But we're too busy comparing one another, man. It's crazy, bro. I literally have had a bad taste in my mouth over the years because of failed opportunities. When you're dealing with people who look like me. I just did a post the other day, man, and I was kind of just chopping it up with myself, man. It's just been a bad experience for me when I do business with people who look like me. It doesn't end well. Not in all cases. Not in all, but in most of them.
Yeah, and that's disturbing. It's disturbing because it don't have to be like that.
You have to be that
It's
way.
just
You know what,
enough
man?
money for all of us.
You have to understand that we're all chiefs.
Yeah,
There's no one above anyone. But I have to respect the fact that when I go with my partner over here, this his job. I'm gonna say, bro, is that good? You want me to do it again?
right,
Is that right? Is that good? I'm looking for the okay from him because I'm at his job. Is that good
right,
for you?
right,
And if he say, nah, man, let's see if we can tighten it up again. All right, bro, I got you. Boom, let me hit it again. I'm
right.
not gonna be like, oh man, I done that already.
Yeah,
We don't know
yeah,
when to be an Indian. Everybody wants to be a chief. You have to know when to be an Indian, though, bro. It's
yay,
crazy, man.
hey,
So literally, man, I've had to peel back because I don't want that in my space, bro.
right, 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 right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right, right,
saying? But it's
right,
wild, man. It's an epidemic, and that should have a
right.
vaccine.
It do, and the reason I couldn't believe it. I'm on this job. I say, it's my man. He on it. I just finished watching the video earlier. That's
Wow.
my man. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because,
respect.
like I said, man, like I said, I feel everything you saying, everything you saying that you have already experienced. I've experienced, and I'm experiencing it more.
Right.
And a lot of times it put a very bad taste in your mouth.
It does.
And it sours you as us being business partners. You like you almost get to the point, man, where I was pleading one of the dudes like, dog, technically you literally don't have to do nothing. Why are you out here scraping trying to buy all this unnecessary stuff that you can't buy, that you don't know how to use yet?
Right.
I'll show you, no doubt.
Right.
But all you got to do is pick the form. You just said you booked 2 jobs. You think you not gonna get paid for doing that
That's right.
and learning?
And
It's
learn
a
and work and
AP, man. Sometimes I just be like, I do it by myself, man. It's
man,
just
bro, it's so much peace, man. Yeah, I'm
that's
with
the
you.
yeah.
I can relate. I can relate. I can
When
relate.
I'm out there on that house and seeing that house turn, that's my
Yes,
piece.
indeed.
When you see that dirty algae or that fence turn pure white and how them people come out and look at you and like,
They
damn, I was
smile.
gonna sell this house.
Yeah.
Or I was about to rip this concrete up.
Yep.
Nah, you not. Or I'm about to tear this deck down.
Yep.
Or I'm about to put new shingles on the roof.
Yep.
You don't have to. Give me an hour. Go
Yep.
ahead. You don't have to be here. I'm gonna show up and show
That's
out.
right.
When you get
As you
back, you're
should.
gonna have a new
That's
house.
right, bro.
You know what
That's right.
I'm saying?
That,
So when you have all that feeling of us doing this work, we ain't just doing it because to be doing it. It's
no.
something else in it that we getting out